Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. I've had to wait till it got dark to actually see where this light hits the brightest and where it's limited. And I will use this video actually when I'm thinking about moving the plants around, because it shows where the light's hitting. My Tolumnias are getting good light, they're fine. Some of these are getting good light. Some of these are in total darkness, yeah, and that includes my Vandas. So a second light sounds like a flipping good idea to me. This lot down here I'm not so fussed on, they're low light plants anyway. This area here, this is getting good light, and so is part of those lower shelves. Whereas some of these shelves down here, because the plants are at the back, they're in darkness, yeah. Whereas that little bit down there is getting some light. The edge of this shelf is getting some light. The back of it's getting none. This is filtered light, and the reason that's filtered light is because these plants are in the way. Cattleyas are not getting anywhere near enough, and again it's a shadow effect. These larger Cattleyas at the back here are getting shadowed by the Tolumnia mounts. Hibiscus lit up, and this is also a good thing. It's like I said, there's not a lot of LED lights that give that purple glow. Well, I'm out here in the pitch dark now, and these colours are not looking bad. I mean, we all know what hibiscus looks like in the daytime, we've seen it often enough. Now these colours are coming quite true. I mean, this is a delicate pink. This is shades of pink and red. Well, that's white. I've even got the sparkles on the Bulbophyllum Elizabeth Ann Buckleberry. I don't know whether the camera's picking up that, but these are sparkling in this light. The Deesas, they're pink and white. So effectively the colour is good. The light is what it says it is. It's a full spectrum light, because if it wasn't, these colours wouldn't show up right. Camera's the telltale sign. Your eyes will just play games with you. Yeah, so I can now see this whole area here is in darkness. The edge of these plants is getting it a bit strong, whereas these at the back are getting nothing. Everything down there is getting nothing. Everything in there is getting nothing. So there's a lot of real dark spots here. And as I say, I can use this video now to see where the deep shadows are and work from that. As I say, I mean, this Elizabeth Ann Buckleberry is only up there while it's in bloom. It doesn't live there, and quite honestly it can manage without the extra light. But there are some things I really want to make use of these lights. This area up here, because of the angle the light's at, total darkness up here, yeah. And as I said, virtually this whole shelf, this whole corner. So I think this is where the second light needs to get at. It needs to get at this area here, yeah. And perhaps be a bit lower down. I mean, the light at the moment is up near the roof. Well, perhaps the second one can come down a bit lower, so that it actually lights up more towards the back of the shelves than just the front of the shelves, which is what's happening now. So oh, and I actually ordered another one today. I actually went on the website and bought another one, and was contacted by the company. I see you've bought another light, and basically I'd forgotten, because it was so long ago when the light arrived. I did actually have a channel discount code. Now I'll find out if that's available for anybody that orders it through watching my channel, if you see what I mean. But nonetheless, I asked about shipping and where they ship to, and the constraint at the moment is that these are 220 to 240 volts. So there's no point in ordering one if that's not what your voltage is, or you haven't got the means to step up a lower voltage to that level. And at the moment they only produce lights with that voltage, so that limits where they can be sold. But that's the limitation. That's it. Yeah. So if you live in a country that's not necessarily on their list, which is basically the EU countries at the moment, where the voltage is, you know, the same throughout the EU at the moment. So if you live in another country where you've still got 220 to 240 volts, there's no reason why you can't order one. You would have to contact them and ask about a specific shipping cost for where you live. Yeah? But that's the limitation at the moment. That's the reason why the states and places like that are not on the list of places they post to, because the voltage won't work. Yeah? So unless you've got some sort of ability to step up the voltage to 220 to 240, then at the moment they only produce lights for that voltage. They are thinking that possibly in the future they might do the dual voltage. Like a lot of electrical companies, they have to cater for the lower voltage countries as well as the 220, 240. So anyway, I've got another one coming, and that will probably mean that this one's going to move. That one will need to go a bit farther over there to allow for the other one to come here somewhere, and then I'll have a pair of them pointing out into the grow room. And as I said, I'll work out which plants need to take the most advantage of these lights. And certainly all the stuff that's up there in the dark needs as much light as possible in the winter. So obviously I've got a lot of shuffling around to do. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick update and have a look at it, you know, what it actually looks like in the dark, which is, you know, it's totally dark outside now. But you've had your 11 hours, mate. And that's just to prove it is dark. See you next time. Bye for now.